So thank you all so much for being here. I see Bobby, Karen, Caitlin, and I know we have a lot of people jumping on. So a lot of people told me that they have to watch the replay, and that's totally fine as well. So I just want to thank you guys so much for showing up this morning. I'm super excited for this week. So, um, so first of all, I just wanted to open up and talk about, who this is for, who this really is not for. So make sure you're in the right place. So, who is this really for? This 5-day challenge, this week we're going to show you really everything about how to, run your own health challenge, how to grow your business through this method. And so this is really for people who are, coaches, network marketers, affiliate marketers who, if you're new and you're just trying to learn social media and how to get started, if you're on your journey, your own health journey, and you're considering, going deeper, maybe you're not really doing the business, but you're just thinking about it right now. If you're already in the business and you're starting to make some sales, but you want to have more sales, more success. If you're feeling frustrated or hopeless, if you've been trying and you're not having any success, this definitely is for you. And also, if you're one of those marketers who is just committed to doing whatever it takes, you're going to make it happen. This is for you. And really, who is this not for? So I say it's not for people that just only care about money. You don't care about people, you don't want to help others, you just want to make money. This kind of business that we're in, you really have to have that heart and the hustle. And so it's really important to have that really good mindset going into it. If you're impatient and unwilling to stay in, because you'll hear it all the time that this business does take time to really build up. If you're going to do this, you have to really be committed. And if you're uncoachable and unwilling to take action, then probably shouldn't be here. If you're already making 6 figures, it may not be for you, unless you're looking for a new method of doing some things. A lot of my stuff is very basic, like for the beginner, network marketer. So if it was, so this may be a little basic if you are already, having a lot of success online. And then people who are always looking for excuses. So we're going to talk a little bit more about mindset as we go on. So first, and on that note, what are the prerequisites for success? So, you can do everything that they tell you to do. Like you can show up to all the trainings and, post what they tell you to post and have no success. And what that is there can be some roadblocks that are really holding you back. I think are really important to note before you even move forward. So mindset is such a huge one. Mindset that you have even around price, around selling products, around people supporting you, and around being consistent. And if you're going to, your mindset about your business and if you're going to be successful or not, that has such a big impact on how you will act in your day-to-day life. So I'll kind of weave some of that in as we're going, but being aware that mindset is important and working on that in your own personal development journey is going to be huge and at every level. Belief, you do have to have faith in the process and in what you're doing, and that if you keep going and you keep growing, you're going to eventually have success. Likability is really important as well. So, honestly, I'll tell you guys a little bit more about my story as we go on. But there is this thing called the know, like, and trust factor. So it's KLT. You really do have to learn sometimes to be more likable and learn about having a little bit of charisma as you go along. Enthusiasm. So I love this quote by Dale Carnegie. People rarely succeed unless they have fun in what they're doing. So, people really don't care what you're doing. They care why you do it. And there's this great quote I'm trying to find. I couldn't find it for this challenge, but it's something about your enthusiasm. And it was funny because I had gone through a phase where I kind of lost my enthusiasm. I had it inside, but I wasn't showing it to people. And people find enthusiasm is contagious and they will join you, your business, or buy your product because you're so excited about it. And I think a lot of times we want to stuff that down. We want to like, I don't want to look too salesy, but the truth is that by having a lot of enthusiasm and excitement, you'll actually attract more people to you. Now, being you got to have the mindset of being a consultant and not a salesperson. And I'll talk a little bit more about that, but there's a great quote that says, people hate to be sold, but they really love to buy. And so learning to just be an actual consultant on their health journey. So you're called like a health coach. So you're actually helping, coach people along their health journey. And that's going to take being a consultant, asking the right questions. And I'll help you guys with that and knowing like how to actually be a successful consultant. And then you got to know how to ignore the critics. So one thing that is obviously going to happen in your journey. Oh, by the way, I gotta turn off that music, huh? Is that bothering you guys? I just realized this is on in the background. All right, I'm gonna turn that off. Sorry, too many windows here. Okay, so ignore the critics. You're gonna have people that are gonna say, "Why are you doing that? What are you doing? You should just keep doing your regular job or whatnot." And so you just got to be prepared to, ignore those critics as you're going along. So let's see, what did I do? All right, sorry. Okay, so there's that. Tell me if any of these is a struggle for you or something that you already know that you need to work on. So drop a comment below. I would love to also to see you guys' faces if you want to get on the video. I know that you're here. It's no judgment zone here. So let's first talk about, where are you at right now? And I want you to drop a 1, 2, 3, or 4 below and tell me, are you at number 1? Are you already having some success in your business and you're just going all in? Are you number 2? Are you just right now giving it a shot and you're going to see what happens? Hey, I'm going to try it out. If it doesn't work out, then that's okay. And that, no matter where you're at, it's totally okay. Number 3, you're just getting started. You're brand new to this. Or number 4, are you on the verge of quitting? Are you frustrated? Are you not sure this is for you? And I want you to keep in mind something, that the destination really is the journey. A lot of times we're thinking about getting to a certain level or something like that, but the journey really is the destination. So as you're going along in your journey, you're growing, you're learning, and every single part of it is going to be something you're going to look back upon and see how it was like a puzzle coming together and all those pieces were starting to come into alignment. And you really actually don't know the end result of where you're going, because I'll tell you, when I first started, I really had no idea where this journey was going to take me, and it's been pretty fun. So a little bit about me. I'm Amber. I need more lighting. I'm going to turn my light on here. Okay. So I'm a single mom of 3. I'm from Southern California. I actually had my major in college in marketing, so it is something I'm really passionate about. And I have a background in sales. I was in pharmaceutical sales, although I hate selling. So let me just put that out there. I really believe it's more about being a consultant, and I'll talk more about that. But I basically have built 2 successful health and wellness businesses. I'm an affiliate for a lot of different brands, including like Amazon. And this is, I think, a lot of the way that our market is going, where you're seeing a lot of these influencers promoting a lot of different products. So I do have multiple revenue streams coming in. And I actually built a social media consulting business, through all the things that I learned. And then I went from really having no network and a really small friend group, not any family support or anything like that, to really having these endless leads on autopilot, and honestly to the point of like more than I know how to handle. I was able to quit my job in pharmaceutical sales after 3 years of being really focused on building this business. I joined a lot of companies. I had a lot of failure first. We always call it like the 10-year overnight success. So I was not, immediately successful or anything like that. It took a lot of time and trial and error. And because of all this experience, I feel like I have a really good grasp of our industry and like what companies to work with and why. And I really do like, Beachbody and Modere, because they have more of a retail type of model versus other companies. But the whole industry I love, because I just feel like it does so much for people. And so I was with Beachbody at first, and I hit this diamond Usually hit like 1-star diamond briefly, but lost it. And then I mostly succeeded on the customer side. So Success Club Legend, 32 months in a row. I earned 2 of the trips there. And then I started working with another company, Modere. I got to the highest level in their compensation plan. I've earned 4 trips there, and built a team of over 300. And now I'm earning, over the years, I've earned multi 6 figures over 4 years and generating over 2.5 million in team volume. So I'm a 6-figure earner annually here now. And so here's my story. So when I first started, I started on a customer journey, and I want you guys to keep in mind when you're talking about recruiting and thinking about recruiting is that 70% of people, join business after having a customer experience. So I was just one of those people that I couldn't lose that last 10 pounds. I had tried every single diet on the planet. I had been looking at the product. I thought it was way too expensive. I mean, that shake, I almost bought it. I almost pulled the trigger so many times I can't even tell you. I had been Googling it and all kinds of stuff. And so there's people out there right now that are doing that. And I want you to know that. And, I had watched YouTube videos, and no one had asked me, no one had invited me. And finally somebody did invite me to a free challenge. So that is actually how I was recruited in, was because I was invited to a free clean eating challenge. And so basically then I decided to give it a shot. I had this testimonial here, which I was humiliated to share I shared it on Instagram because I had less followers there. And I actually, started getting some positive encouragement, and I started my journey. And so here was my original welcome post to the team. And so before, when I started with my network marketing journey, I really had pretty low self-esteem. I felt bad about my body. I was always looking at photos, trying to look good in them. I would look at people on social media who had these huge friend groups, and I always wanted something like that, but I was pretty introverted and just I didn't have a lot of friends, and honestly, I didn't really have a lot of that likability, and that was something I had to come to terms with on my journey, is what is wrong with me, and what do I need to work on. And part of it, I think, is a lot of the mindset around friendships and belonging. So that was part of my journey, and what I really wanted from the business was that camaraderie and that team. I had I had 450 Facebook friends, 135 Instagram. I had basic social media experience, nothing crazy. I had kind of low engagement likes. I was busy. I was working full time and then, when I was home, I was mostly focused on my kids and managing that household. And I was actually making, me and my ex-husband were making 6 figures, making a lot of money, but we were just paycheck to paycheck. And even spending that 150 on, the shake was not in my budget. So, you can look at people that are really successful out there, like your friends, and you don't really know what's going on with them. We had just tons of IRS debt, which made me more having the desire to actually be self-employed, because being a slave to the corporate world was really hard on tax because of the taxes. Every morning it was crazy stressful, and I just felt like I was stuck. I felt like I had nothing else I could do. I felt like I was in this thing called golden handcuffs with pharma, because I didn't know I could make that kind of money doing anything else. And so after, what my journey gave me, just which I didn't expect, was it just helped me grow so much in my confidence, my self-esteem. It helped me get better with relationships. It helped me kind of see those areas where I wasn't, as solid as other people, and to focus on those and get better. I actually ended up leaving my marriage because of my growth, because I realized I had been in this emotionally abusive relationship. And now I have, I have almost maxed out on the Facebook friends, 4,000 friends. And then on Instagram, I have 4,200 followers. So I've grown these, quite a bit just through all the things I've learned. Now I'm teaching the social media, get the engagement. Now I work from home, which I love, less stress. The tax benefits are incredible of being self-employed. If you're employed, it's helped a lot. We got out of the IRS debt, and no longer paycheck to paycheck. And now I'm at the point where, instead of believing I have no other opportunities. I really realized I have so much I can offer and so many things I could do to make income. So, kind of my journey here. I don't want to talk too much about myself, guys. I just want to let you know, like, kind of where I'm coming from or like what my authority here on this topic is. So, I really have, like, I had failed a lot of multi level marketing companies. I was that kind of person that I would host the party and like no one would show up. You would spend like $100 on food. Or I would drive all over the place. My first time I tried to build, I was like literally driving to San Diego, to LA, like all over the place, trying to have meetings with people. While I was working full time, that did not work for me. I had to quit because I just couldn't make that happen. I need to spend family time. I wasn't like Miss Popular. I had a small network. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have a good upline. I didn't have support in that. I had to figure it out by myself. I didn't know how to really attract customers besides posting, and that only worked for a little bit of time. And then I had to get more creative. And so my journey here, I started 2014. I did have some quick success starting right away. I earned the trips. I quit my job in 2017. I had a couple different income streams here, went through the divorce, and then I actually started up like a social media business then to supplement my income where all the stuff I had learned, I had actually been able to monetize. So I became able to was running people's Instagram accounts. I would create content for them. I did Facebook ads. I did lead generation. And this was just all the things that I learned just trying to make my own self successful. And then I ended up phasing that out in 2020 and just focusing completely on my affiliates revenue streams. And this year, I finally got to speak on our national conference, which is a big goal of mine. And I'm focusing now on like scaling the business. So I have spent a lot of money on coaching and courses. I'm not going to make you listen to all of these, but I just wanted to show you guys just because my goal here is to help you guys to learn, to accelerate your learning curve so you don't have to spend all of this type of money, and just hopefully pass on some of the knowledge this week that I learned, that can help you to just have some breakthroughs in terms of like, how to really attract customers, how to grow your business and your mindset on how exactly you're going to, think about your future and what you're doing. And so now where I'm at now, a 6-figure earner. I am an admin of a lot of Facebook groups. I'm in I have the Beachbody group, which I just kind of grew by accident to over 12,000 members. And I have a couple other big groups like that. And I was able to build quite big email lists from these groups as well. And a customer base of over 500 twice, team of 300. Our monthly volume on my team, we're going for a big rank this month, but about 60,000 to 80,000 a month. And every month, my customer volume, I get about 6,000 to 12,000 retail sales. So, this has become something where it's built over time. So this isn't going to happen like, in a month for you guys, but you got to look at it long term on like how you're building a customer base and you're building an income stream for yourself. I have over 70 reps on my team making sales every single month. So we know that this works for people, and multiple streams. So now this week, what we're going to be covering is, today we're going to talk about why Facebook groups, why challenges. Day 2, tomorrow we're going to talk about how to find people, how to create content, social media engagement hacks. Day 3, creating your group. We're just going to help you decide on your challenge and your cover photo. Day 4, we're going to go deeper into that content creation, on what to post, how to add value, how to grow your group. And day 5, how to fill up your group and invite without being spammy or salesy. And on Friday, I have a special guest speaker who's going to come in who is nearly $1 million earner in the last 2 years. And he's going to talk to you guys about like really how to scale your group and get people coming to you around the clock. So my mission here, you guys, is to help health and wellness coaches discover that they have a unique gift that they can share with the world. I really like to focus on that personal branding aspect. I want to to be able to help others improve their lives and help you do it more quickly, efficiently, and affordably than I did. So save you a lot of time on your journey. And because I had been that person who just felt like they didn't have anything to offer, like that's one of the things that I am able to draw out of people a lot of the time where they don't know, like, what can I offer? What can I talk about? I am able to draw that out of you. So I'm happy to even jump on a call with you guys and just I hope to get to know you throughout this week so I can help you to find that inside of yourself. And then this week, you can earn prizes for being in here. You can earn a banner ad in my Beachbody group, which has over 12,000 members. And I'll send out a free email about you to the list of 1,000 customers that I have. You get a month. You can win a month of free social media and branding coaching with me, where I'll help you, to run your group and your challenge. And you can win a Rise Up planner, which is my favorite planner of all time. So show up to these trainings. I want to encourage you to invite your friends. I'll give you extra entries and do the daily homework in order to win the prize. Now, in order to win the banner ad or the social media, you have to actually finish this challenge because I want to see that you built a free challenge that you can promote in the group. Okay. So make sure you show up every day and just do the homework. Which the homework's not too hard. So let's talk about this strategy here, our Facebook groups. All right. And challenges. So groups really give you influence. And there's also an awesome book that's called Influence by Robert Cialdini, which I think is one of the best books ever, because what you're actually looking for is to gain influence. Because when you have influence, people will buy from you, when they know, like, and trust you. Ultimately, all things equal, people buy from those that they know, like, and trust, right? So there's a lot of different people out in our space, and how you're going to set yourself apart is by, adding value to them. So I love these quotes. The only way I can get you to do anything is by giving you what you want. You can have everything in life if you just help other people get what they want. So there's people out there that want what you have to offer them. They want to exercise more. They know they need to. They want to drink more water. They want to eat more healthy. They want to know how to meal prep. They want to feel better. They want to have better joints. They want to have better skin. All of these things, we're going to help them to bridge that gap. They want better gut health. So tell me and I forget, teach me and I remember, involve me and I learn. So when you're doing a challenge, you're actually involving them. You're not just telling them, you're getting them to do some actions. I'm going to help you guys know how to run these challenges and actually give them actions that will give them results. And groups with a purpose to help others solve a problem. So your group, your challenge will be focused on helping them solve a specific problem. So just sending stuff out on social media, like why you need to drink more water. People know that they need to drink more water. So they don't need, they don't need motivation to speed them up. They need education to help them turn around. They need to know why they need to change these habits and now. And another thing about groups is that they really create community and they allow you to tap into other people's networks. So the whole point of this is having a challenge and having a group is that eventually you're going to have people in your group, like your friends, that can add their friends to your group. And now you're influencing them because you're educating them, about why they need to eat better, why they need to exercise. You're motivating them to do it. And that's going to give you influence and it's going to expand your reach outside of yourself. So I think the best thing you can do is get some people in your group who have more friends than you, who are more popular than you. That's the greatest thing. And then you can help them on their health journey. So why a 5-day challenge? So there's a couple slides on why the challenge. It's really a great way to be able to give value. So before you ask for a sale, before someone's going to support your business, often they're going to want to have received something from you. And it doesn't have to be monetarily. You're going to give before you get. And so giving value, giving education, giving them some tips, giving them motivation by a 5-day challenge, because you're going to help them to have some improvement in that week. And then now you've given, and now they're going to want to reciprocate. They're going to want to get back to you. So it's free for you. It's why not do it? This doesn't cost you any money. It takes a little bit of time to put your content together, but it's a great way to grow your business. It's going to help your team and your customers. It's duplicatable. It's something your team can do. It does position you as an authority. And when people learn something from you, they're actually more likely to buy from you. And it helps you to build a community of friends, and helps you to grow your network, like we talked about. It's customizable. You can base it on any business. It doesn't even have to be just a health and wellness business. You could actually have this. You could do this for makeup. You could do this for clothing. You can do it for jewelry. You can basically weave it into anything that you want. So a 5-day challenge. And it's an actionable business activity that will engage your team. It's easier to invite to. It's a lot easier to invite to something that's like, hey, I'm doing a 5-day water challenge this week. You want to join that? That's probably a little bit of an easier ask than, hey, do you want to buy my $150 workout program or product, that you're selling? So basically, it's a kind of a way to start to build that relationship a little bit closer. You invite them to your group, and then you're going to invite them to learn about your business or your products. Facebook actually favors groups. And so while people may not see your Facebook post, they'll actually be more likely to see a group that you've posted in as they're scrolling down their news feed. Facebook's putting in a ton of work into groups. We do think they're eventually going to have ads in groups so that you could you maybe have a group and you could boost a post and pay for that. I think that's coming. But you get a lot of free advertising because Facebook advertises your group for free. Like, I'm an admin of a couple groups. One's the Beachbody group, one's this Liquid BioCell Collagen group, and I get free leads all the time. People are constantly coming to the group because Facebook's advertising it for me. They'll say, oh, this is a similar group to this group, join this group. And so that is a win-win. If your group's all about keto or all about, meal prep or being like an organized mom or whatever you want to focus on, Facebook's going to start to show your group to people that are outside of your network. And you also get a lot of fulfillment, in these groups by helping other people. It's really a non-salesy way to introduce your products and become the expert. And so it's definitely the best way to launch. 5-day challenges are the best way to launch your group. So if you're just starting out a group and you're trying to grow it and get more people in it, I do recommend doing a monthly challenge in your group. But then you'll start to grow that group eventually into a bigger group. When I was new, I used to do a new group every single time, and I think that was a huge mistake. Keep a main core group for all your adding value, and do a 5-day challenge in that group once a month. And it does create a sense of urgency and a deadline. So, hey, I'm doing a group starting next Monday. Do you want in or not? And if they don't, then maybe they'll do the next month. It's easy to invite to. Oh, I have that on there twice. Sorry, guys. It helps you to qualify and identify the true action takers while filtering out the time wasters. So the people that join your group and your challenge and actually do the work are going to be those action takers that are probably going to be the ones that are going to bridge to the next step. They're going to want to join your next challenge, which would be your paid challenge, and buy the product from you. And you can compliment them on hey, I want you to do this challenge because you're an action taker. You did such an awesome job this week. I would love to have you in the next challenge. I know you're going to have success because you did the work in this free challenge. It helps to build a lot of momentum and FOMO. So when you have, say you did a 5-day water challenge and then you're recruiting people to your paid challenge, then you make a little picture. Welcome to my new challenge. So Sally, she's joining. She's committing to the 30 days, on this product. And now you're building this FOMO. Oh, she's doing it. Oh, she's doing it. Maybe you're going to have your team members in there and you show that they're doing it. And that's creating this sense of FOMO. It's the last day to sign up. People respond to urgency, and it gives you results. It ends up resulting in a full pipeline of qualified buyers while shortening that sales cycle. So even if they don't buy this time around, you're going to have these people in that group that can buy later at a later time. And so here should be some of the wins of your challenge. You're trying to educate, entertain, and inspire your audience. You're going to be collecting these small wins and momentum, for your following. You're creating competition among the participants. So people are trying to, they want to win a prize. Maybe you offer a prize in the group. They want to show up every day and check in. It will increase your social media engagement and group size by even just talking about this in your regular Facebook and Instagram feeds. You're going to get new followers on all of your social media platforms. You can receive video and written testimonials, which will also help you to grow your business and fill your pipeline with these highly qualified prospects. You'll end up being able to sell out all of your spots to your challenges and your programs, if you have programs, and just have fun with it. These are supposed to be really fun, and it's a fun way to connect with your audience. Now, some of the biggest mistakes are not having a clear registration process for your challenge, teaching too much content in the 5 days, making these daily tasks too difficult. You want to make it easy for people to have some quick wins. Maybe their main thing is just to check in every single day. Simple. Everyone can do that, or make a post in the group, but make it clear what they need to do. Not leveraging the power of incentives. So you want to give them some kind of incentive. Maybe you're going to help put together a meal plan for them, or you're going to give away a free water bottle or a book in your group. Sorry, this one isn't relevant for you guys really. And then if you don't have a follow-up strategy, if you're not talking to your contacts throughout, I recommend, if you're doing a 5-day challenge, you're having some conversations with them in Messenger. And a big mistake is not doing it again in the future. So once you do it once, you want to do this again, because it is a great way to continue to grow your business. And so today, this is going to be all for today. We're going to talk a little bit, we're going to go deeper into, how to actually get your challenge going and building that tomorrow. Tomorrow's probably going to be the best day with adding value on your social media as well. So today, all you have to do is a simple task as the homework. You're going to post an engagement question and just comment on how many comments you received. So that's it. So I have a couple posts I'm going to post in the group right now. And then this is the rest of the homework this week. Tomorrow, you will actually choose your challenge name. Wednesday, you'll choose your subtopics of that challenge. Thursday, you're going to make your cover image for your challenge. And then Friday, I just ask you to give you a testimonial of what you learned in this challenge. So those the homework, pretty simple. I'm going to show you guys some of the questions. And I'm going to give you guys a list. I'm going to post them right after this call. All right. So these are some great engagement questions that you can start with today. What do you think is the number one reason people struggle to lose weight? What is the number one reason people don't get enough exercise? So these are some good ones. I was even thinking about one today, which would be like, which is harder, exercise or nutrition? And people love to share their opinion. That one will blow up. So I'm going to add that one to the group today. So just post that on your main Facebook page, make it public. And then I want you just to comment back by tomorrow at noon on how many comments that you got. That's it. So before you post, what I recommend is priming your Facebook algorithm. So if you ever post in ghost, you're not going to get much likes or comments usually. So it's recommended to go into your Facebook before you post, like say 10 minutes, put a timer on, like, comment, engage in your Facebook feed. And then you write your post up. Then you spend another 10 minutes afterwards, liking, commenting, engaging stories after post. So you should be doing this anyways. This is how you connect with other people. And I love just to go through stories. It's probably the best way to connect with people these days, and just spend that time doing it. And then you'll see that your post will actually start to get this more engagement. And then you can take a break, go offline for an hour, and then come back and respond to those people who commented on your post. So that is all for today. Do you guys have any questions, comments? I'd love to hear from you, what you guys thought of this. Oh yeah, so Caitlin uses the Rise Up Planner every day. Oh, I know, it's such an awesome planner. So if you win the Rise Up Planner, I'll give you a different planner.
I have a question.
Oh, sorry. Is that you, Liz?
Yeah,
Hi. Hello. How are you?
I'm good. So I do have a group, right, that I started, or like a VIP group. But it's for the makeup line that I sell. I'd
Hmm.
like to just, like you said, incorporate everything into that group because it is it doesn't name the company or anything. Also,
Yeah.
because I like the whole kit and caboodle to me is important from going from the inside out. So, do you think it's okay for me to build on that? Like, obviously they look at me as their like makeup connection right now, but they also see that I'm posting recipes and all these other things all the time. It's all health related, and that I'm doing the collagen. Do you think that it would work for me to just use that group and build with that group, with
Yeah.
my wellness business as well?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's what I did initially too.
Okay.
So, yeah. So I originally, yeah, I started like as a Beachbody coach, and then I started working in some other our products, Modere, for joints and for beauty and for skincare, because it all is connected. Because everyone
Right.
that's working on like their health, they want to feel good, they want to look good, and they
Right.
want to live the best life. Everyone's want to live their best life, right?
Right.
And so I know like Laurel is focusing on like being like a self-care guru. So you could focus
Yeah.
on, that beauty from, within,
Right. Like
inside
from
out beauty,
right.
outside in. Yeah. So I think you can, work that in there for sure.
And
Because
then
it says you don't have to have the makeup, but you have to have your skin look nice,
right.
for the makeup
Absolutely.
to look its best, right?
So like my group has about, I don't know, maybe it has 300 or 400 in it. Um, but obviously I get so much action from my personal Facebook page. So I want to start posting in my group. What do I do so that it's seen more? Do I share it with my Facebook page, my actual personal Facebook page, to try to draw people in that direction?
Yeah. Like what I recommend doing is something like, I would even do something like for you, I would do sort of, what I think, what came to my mind anyway, something like, I know a lot of people are home during this quarantine, right? And people are in their pajamas all day, and they're a lot of the women like me and myself included. Well, if I don't have anywhere to go, I'll just be like wearing my workout clothes all day long. So maybe it's like a 5 day, like get up and get dressed, get your makeup on, like every day
Next,
this, and then you talk about
yeah,
like, how does that feel? Like, how did that change your day? Um,
right,
and so it could be something like that, and you start to advertise it. We're going to talk about more about timeline tomorrow. We could advertise it, say 2 weeks out, like, hey, we're going to do like a get up and get dressed challenge for 5 days.
right,
Um, Create a morning routine or something like that. And that ties into your makeup. It can tie into health and wellness products. It can tie into taking their supplements, that they have to actually take it for it to work.
yeah,
And so, yeah, you funnel them in from your Facebook page and from your Instagram to your group. And you can even connect with new people. Like on Instagram, you can seek out people and say, hey, I don't know about you, but like I just got dressed and it's 2 p.m. Like I'm doing a challenge, like let's get up and go. Or you can post some quotes and people are gonna some funny memes that are connected to that. And
right.
people are gonna laugh at it and say, and then it's a great conversation starter to say, you know what, I'm doing this. I'm gonna do it 5 days. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna be ready to go by 9 a.m.
Right,
Right?
that's a good idea, yeah. Because then even encouraging them to get moving, to have movement, and to work out and just create a routine and get them more into that healthy mindset, because so many people are so sedentary right now. That's good information, though. Thank you about the Facebook group.
Oh
But
yeah.
I
It's such
didn't
a
know
good thing.
whether that would be an okay thing to do or if you try to keep them separate. So, yeah, I have so much more action on my Facebook page. So,
Yeah, well, it's your group and you can do what you want with your group. That's the beauty of it.
well, of course, I just don't know what works well. You know what I mean? Obviously, consistency, but I didn't know if trying to cross over and share it with my personal page would be smart, or if you try to keep it separate, and if I could combine the two. So, I appreciate those answers.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You should absolutely be. In fact, Doug, who's going to come in here on talk on Friday, he's going to do training on how to like optimize your Facebook profile page so that you
Right.
can have like it should actually be on your banner, like to join your group.
I like it.
Yeah, so you are funneling them to your group, and in the group though, it's important to note that we don't want it to just be all product.
Right.
That's the only way groups, like, everyone will leave your group. I don't ever really recommend having your company name on your group,
Right.
because it's like people want to come in to like learn something. They don't. No one's gonna come in to be sold product. So
Yeah, it doesn't I don't have other name there either. That's why I thought maybe it was super doable because I kind of follow that rule. And since there isn't a name of another company anywhere in there, um, that'll be perfect.
yeah, absolutely. I think that you probably. I'm not. I don't know if I'm in your group. You have to add me to it, but
I
I
will.
people follow you for your beauty tips and makeup, and they want to know everything that you're doing. And so, it's kind of just another place to connect a little bit even more with your audience.
I always find myself just gravitating towards when I do a post, putting it right into my Facebook profile because I want the most action. Um, and I've got to remind myself not to do that. Put it into my group and share it with my Facebook profile if it'll let me.
Yeah, and then just constantly be like talking about your group and doing special promotions like, hey, this week I'm giving away this in my group. Are you in my group yet?
Right.
And then you're funneling them over to the group because then you're going to see them in multiple channels.
Right. What about doing a challenge in your Facebook profile for people to join your group for a giveaway?
Yeah. Oh, doing the challenge. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. You can do that too. And people will start to follow that as well.
Yeah, I just figured just to start building over there since I have such a good following on my profile. It's just saying, listen, I'm doing a challenge. There's obviously nothing you have to buy or anything from that. It's just go join my group and you'll be in the running for a giveaway.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I
Okay.
would say every single day of your challenge, be like it's on your on your Facebook page. Like I'm doing a challenge. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of these ladies. We had like 10 women like get up and get dressed. Or here's what they said about how they felt today about getting dressed and doing their morning routine or whatever it is, right? And you can talk about that on your profile page. People are going to see that, or they post
Right.
in your stories, and they're going to want to join that group to get
That's
more from you.
yeah,
So you
that's
do a
perfect.
lot of little teasing, on your pages, like to make them more curious, like, oh, wow, that sounds really good. I need that. I want to join her group.
I like that. Okay, I'm writing that down. Teasing on Facebook page.
Yeah, teasing.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Amber.
Yeah, Liz, that's going to be awesome. I want to do it. I'm going to do your challenge with you.
Okay.
Yeah. And Liz is a rock star at social media if you guys want to follow her. I would love to also just have people connect inside of this challenge, inside this group. You can add each other as friends. Maybe you guys can
Oh, for
cross
sure.
cross promote each other's, because we have a lot of people selling different things in this group. So you never know. We can all support each other.
Agreed.
So anyone else have any questions here? Okay, it says, do we keep all our old information on the Facebook group or clear it out? I actually just leave it. I leave it there. And what I will also tell you, a little secret ninja hack, which I wish I had done sooner, was every time, it would be smart for you to, well, say you made a Word document and you planned out your content for the week. You pick your challenge name, you pick the 5 things you're going to cover, you put that into a document as you're building your content. Or if you're building it on the fly, it's totally fine. But also go and take that and post that in a document and start to create these challenges. And these things you can later save to your team. You can give them the posts. You can say, here's the 5-day challenge I created and it went well. Now you create your own group and you can use this too. And now you've created, and the crazy thing is, like, what I've learned through my process is then you could actually sell these someday. Like you could sell them in a course. So you're, like I said, I want you guys to have this mindset of like, I'm building for something bigger than this. and all the stuff you're creating, like if you think of it that term, it's more motivating that way too. I'm building this for my team, I'm building this for myself, I'm building this to be able to use later, to train on. And so keep that in document rather than, like, I'm at this place now where I want to go back into, I might hire a VA to go back into all my old challenges, because I have probably 50 Facebook groups that I have, and do it for me because I can't do it on time for it. But if you are just starting your business, do it now. And if you run out of space on your computer, you can use Google Documents, and that's on the cloud. Caitlin.
I have a question. So I have a lot of people on Instagram as well as Facebook, and I have found that like some of them we don't have Facebook. So how do you run free groups for your Instagram followers?
Oh yeah. So what I did once was an email. I don't know if you have an email list, but it might be a good thing to start building for yourself now. And you can do it by email. So Aweber, I like Aweber, is pretty inexpensive too. I think it's only like $10 a month.
Yeah, I have Rule Your Business. It's a website, and they just added email in. So.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. So what I would do is collect their email address, and then basically you have set up a sequence where every single day, it emails out. And I actually have a free challenge. I think I might have it in the group. If not, I'll upload it. And I basically have the email templates I sent out like for a 5-day challenge. And that was one of my funnest challenges because I had them have some daily activities where they posted on Instagram and tagged me. So they would actually do a post where it was like, it was a mindfulness challenge. So they would just do their homework that was their homework, was to post it and tag me. And so you can definitely do that. And there's even people that now are doing, like, they'll have an extra page that's just for like their challenges or their product promotion. It could be kind of a transformation page that's separate. So, but yeah, I think just having them do the email and then giving them a daily assignment on Instagram and having them tag you.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. And even think about Project Broadcast, which is like a text blitz service that's like $20 a month. That could be another way. You start to collect their phone numbers, and then every day, they get a text, and if you're going to go live, then I guess you can go live on Facebook and Instagram at the same time if you have a phone and a computer. So you could do your daily trainings on a live, and then you can make that an IGTV video, and then you can save that to your phone and put it on YouTube. So you can start to create so much content by like just taking this stuff and then spreading it out across multiple channels as well. So I love that idea, Caitlin. Got my mind going here. That's a good point. I have a lot of people on Instagram too. So those are, and they're different people, so I recommend using both of those. All right. Does anyone else have any questions here? Let's see. I think we have some in the chat. Yeah. So Karen, yeah, again, she asked, do we keep our old information cleared out? So I do recommend keeping your challenge going. Now, if you're doing a paid challenge, then you're gonna make a new group for your paid challenge, and probably start, if you're doing a paid challenge, like something like, I have a lot of Beachbody coaches in here, say it's a workout program for 60 days. Yeah, that's going to be its own group, and you're just going to close out when it's done. And then, or for us, we could have like a lean body challenge where they use the lean body system, and then, maybe have a 30-day fat burning challenge, and then that would be paid. And then they have to buy the product to be in that challenge, and then you close that out. Or you can reopen it, again, if you want to run it again, if you want to have the same people in there, maybe they get like lifetime access for buying it or something. So the great thing is you can kind of make your own rules up. And then, yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Caitlin, for sharing the Rise Up planner. Yeah, I love that planner. It's really cool. And there's like a training video that goes along with it, I think, that you should watch if you buy that planner. It kind of explains how to use it. All right, so I think that we got all the questions answered today. So tomorrow we'll be going more into, building the group, more of these social media tips, and actually helping you to, choose a challenge name. I'm gonna talk to you guys about personal branding tomorrow and really how to like pick a niche and build your group around that. And there's a quote says, "The riches are in the niches." So I'm gonna talk to you guys more about that concept. If you try to speak to everyone, you speak to no one. So we need to make sure your group is focused and you're gonna be able to attract the right kind of people to you. It's gonna make your life a lot easier. So thanks so much for joining, you guys. Appreciate you. Let's see you guys tomorrow, same time. Okay, bye.